Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm running a little late here this morning. I stayed up too late. Welcome, welcome. This is the Torch Family 2-hour show, and today's Rehan Alawalla's birthday, so there are going to be some people that might just like be present for him. So we might take a break in between and then come back into the broadcast because we want to celebrate Rehan as well. The Torch Family, I decided to do this about 4 weeks ago. I said people need to know who we are. So I made a time where you could get to know what we are and who we are, because it's an organic shared leadership platform. And basically, we've been working on businesses and development, and it's been really, really fun. And we're all entrepreneurs and we all have different businesses. So that's what the Torch Family is about. To have different businesses and run something organizational wise, it's kind of like a legal board or a bar association. So you have your own entity and it's yours, but there's a presence of being part of something greater. Abdul is here. Great. Let me add him to the stream. There you are, my brother. You came. Nice to see you. Hello.
Yes, how are you?
Good. Nice to see you. So we're sitting here. We just Abdul is part of the Torch Family for what? Maybe 2 years? I don't know. When did you start the Torch Family?
I think 8 to 9 months.
I think the Torch Family as a graphic designer, Abdul has been doing our graphics for 8 to 9 months, but I think you were part of the Torch before that, weren't you?
Yes.
I think you were. So I think what we've been doing is trying to figure out, we went full time about 6 weeks ago, my son and I, and so Abdul is here, and we've been working on that. What do we do for full-time work? How do we do it? So our goal today for talking about the Torch Family is about the Torch Family, not structurally how we're working, because that'll be part of it. But I wanted to share the website, and this is what Abdul worked on. So I think that would be important. You can find us on torchseeds.com, and he and I work diligently on this. And let me show you what it looks like. So we're going to share our screen, Abdul. And we just finished this, and I'm going to do a couple of PowerPoints about who we are and what we're up to. Let me see if I can. Yeah, just a minute. Abdul, share something about the Torch Family and the people in it, or do some sharing.
Torch Family gave the humanity and peace. Torch Family have 4 pillars: peace, technology, environment, and health. So these 4 pillars nowadays need of every people. If you want to live in this era, so you have need of 4 pillars. Environment, you have good environment. If you have good environment, your health is good. And if in your environment not peace, so you cannot live in this era. And this area is the artificial intelligence, so you have need of IT.
Keep going.
Yes. So we are working on Torch Family, the Torch Family, and we want connect all of world peoples they will work for four pillars. They will work for four pillars, and they live in together and in minds, humanity and peace.
Great.
If we can live nowadays, so we have need of these four pillars.
I think what we decide, I created this from a lot of looking at the world. The world has four things that we're struggling with. The world is not at peace, and mostly ourselves. We don't have a peaceful mind, our peaceful spirit, our peaceful. I can speak for myself. I come in and out of I do a lot of practice. I do a lot of spiritual practice. But we do things in the world, and our inner world changes, and so we work together to work things out, to continue to share through whatever's going on. Whatever is going on, we need to work through and love each other. That's the bottom line. The second one is environment. And environment, can you see my screen, Abdul?
Yes, I see.
Okay, good, because I can't, it's hard to see both, I guess. So environment is about our environment. Look at what's going on with climate change. So the four pillars, environment is a huge one right now, but it has to do with a lot of people's health as well. So you've got to look at the relationship with health, and understand why people are so sick. Why is their environment sick? Why are they sick? Why is nature not, I look at nature today, and nature does not have COVID. So COVID is a whole entity in itself. And then we've got our idea of technology. And technology, we're all on. We're living in technology. We're all breathing technology. We're all engaging in technology. And this is what we're about. So this website is our first small little idea of how we would work together as a team. So Torch Seeds is a way for everybody on the Torch family to make a living. And so I came up with this idea and created an idea. And I'm really excited because we just got a platform for Torch Academy. And Torch Academy is going to be an amazing organizational part of the Torch Seeds program, because we are actually teaching and developing heirloom seed company. So let me see if somebody else is on. And can you see if anybody's on in the bottom? I'm worried that somebody might be coming on. Let me see. Can you share your screen as well?
Now I am live on through mobiles.
Oh, you are. Okay. Let me stop sharing for 2 minutes. Yep. Miriam's here. Good. I'm going to bring Miriam on.
Hello.
I'm going to try to get people to share a little bit of their screen so I can keep bringing people in if they come. Miriam, do you know Abdul?
Abdul, the complete name, Abdul?
Fatah Sumra.
Yeah, you have introduced me before.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think you came on last week together?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Fantastic. So, there's a process of trying to share our screen today for Torch Seeds. And I was sharing our website, torchseeds.com, because we got it up and running. Did you look at it at all?
Yeah, I have looked at it.
Yeah? Do you have any comments about our Torch Seeds? Miriam is new to the Torch family as of Earth Day. So she is an educator. And Abdul, share about what you do. Share about what you do, Miriam, and then we'll keep going and talk about the torch.
Mariam, share.
Miriam, do you want to
Should
share?
I start?
Yeah, go ahead. And then I'll share.
Well, I love the idea that you people work in 4 domains, that is peace, environment, health, and what is the fourth one? Peace, health, environment, technology.
No, share about yourself. Share about yourself. Share about your personal self. Yeah.
Okay,
Why did
I
you
am
even want to get engaged in something like this crazy torch family?
okay. So I am an educationist, and my domain is early childhood education, and I really love to teach small kids, and I really am so enthusiastic to help children, young minds to grow their optimal. And this is a wonderful thing. And beside that, I also train teachers so that they can come up in this profession with preparation, so that they can better help the kids to grow and to learn as they want. And why I have joined Torch, the main thing is that, okay, in early childhood education, we do focus on child's health and especially the peace of and in the environment. Yeah, because all these three things are very essential for have a to have a optimal growth of the child. So these three things is very important, and that is why I am here in this platform, so that I can better understand how you people are working. I can better get the opportunity to help young minds and young childrens, so that in my domain, in the education domain of education. So this is all about me, and I also manage a Facebook page that is called Sharing Interest with Mariam Aziz, where I invite especially the kids and the adults as well. But that page is specifically for the kids, so that they can come and share about their ideas, about their interests, their passion, their hobbies, and that is so wonderful when they speak from their hearts. So I really loved to listen them when they express themselves the way they are. Yeah. So this is all about me. I cannot hear you, Lynn. Is it your?
With Mike, I muted Mike's
Now
because
I can.
so
Yeah.
we could
Now,
hear you better.
yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to hear. Abdul's background is a little loud. Go ahead, Abdul. Share what you would like to share about.
Yeah.
Yes, my side in behind in my room, Gopran is taking the class. So you in my background is a loudly sounds. So my name is Abdul Fattah, and I am working with Mamalan Chitik. And my experience is uh, farmer. My experience because I belong my farmer family. My grandfather and my fathers and mom, they are farmer. They are not well educated. So my elder brother is a educated person. He's a doctor, and second is my sister. She is a master from university, St. University, and third I am, and I'm graduation in geography from college sides, and my younger sister, she's a master in MPA, public administrator from St. University, and my younger brother Abdul Mukim is a master in sociology, and last my younger brother, he is the master in sociology, but he is a B environment in I don't know name of
We ha-
university. I think this university is from UK, and he is the certified NEBOSH and IOSH, and I something he have more degree, some like a master in environment from India online. So nowadays he live in UAE. So this is my little
this is brand new for
uh,
me. This is awesome to
yes.
hear. Awesome.
So
Congratulations to
now
your mom and dad. Your mom
thank
and dad.
yes.
Yeah.
So now I am. I was live in 2 years in UAE in Dubai. So where I was working as a gardener. So my friends suggest me go back in Pakistan and learn something uh, skills. So do you want? I think I share. last week, blue collar and white collar job. Maybe you remind.
Yes.
So
Maybe I
nowadays I'm
remember.
working.
Maybe I remember. Maybe I would remember. That's
Yes,
how you would say it. Maybe I would
yes.
remember.
So now I'm working with Analytics as a graphics designer and web designing maybe.
He's been doing beautiful work. We're still working out schedules and where everyone can fit. But so the Torch family just hired this year for the first time. We just hired. I hired a VA this year for the first time. So just so everybody knows, nothing has been funded by the Torch family, but we've been organizing. What does a shared platform do? You know, how can a shared platform really sustain itself? So how a shared platform works is that it's a community of people. It's a collective. It's a relationship. It's a building of topics. And we'll go back to Torch Seeds in a little bit. But Torch itself, if anybody just came on, we're sharing for a couple of hours about the Torch family. So I'm going to share our first program, and it comes out of Balochistan. And I'm going to share the screen. Let's see if I can do this. And then we'll go back to Torch Seeds. I kind of want to start at the beginning. But this is how I started. And when I play this, you won't be able to hear it. But I was sitting here, and a man, Rayhan Alawala, happy birthday, Rayhan. He's from 8 to 10. Rayhan has a party going on. So we're going to take a break and go to Rayhan's party, and then we're going to come back because I feel like we got to celebrate Rayhan too. So we'll go till about 9 o'clock, and we'll take a break, and then we'll come back. Okay? So Rayhan has been dear to many of us. He's been at the forefront of connecting people on Facebook. He found me on Facebook. I'm Lynn Chittick, and he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, he said, "I've been watching you, and you're teaching amazing things." And I was teaching practices. I was teaching spiritual practices. I was teaching prayer, meditation, centering prayer, all of the different things. And I was not a businesswoman. And everybody on Torch Family just started gathering. I said, I want to gather people, and I want to create something that people can work together, because entrepreneurs, I was an entrepreneur always. I had an organic food business for years and years. I'm a theologian, so I really wanted to connect my theological ideas with how society and what I've been up to. So sustainability for the 21st century is my first master's. So I did my first master's focused on bringing students from UC Berkeley out to the farms, the organic farms, helping them understand how they could create businesses, how they can create ideas. So I'm a good idea person. I'm a good idea person on, energizing people. And I think when we start looking at this is kind of what my dream has always been for 30 years. I worked with Cornell University students. I worked with Wells College students. I worked with Ithaca College students. I got an award from a mayor in Ithaca for community health, and a community health award. And so when you start looking at how you can engage people, that's been my life path. I don't know what that's about, but it's been my life path. How do we help each other live from passion, curiosity, and wonder is kind of what I go into the students' classrooms. And Abdul can share a little bit about our classroom experience after this film. Abdul, can you share a little bit when I play this film? You've been to Raymott School. When you went to Raymott School, what did you see at Raymott School when you visited there? You're on mute. You went up through Rayhan, right? Did you go visit Raymott School from? I can't hear you. We can't hear you. I'm not sure. There we go. No, we can't. We can't hear you. Not sure why. Can't hear you. I'm not sure. Okay, he's gonna go back out. Okay, so that's okay. This is kind of what happens with technology, right? So technology is still growing for all of us. But anyway, he and Gufran, I don't know if Gufran did, but they visited Raymond's school. So he'll share about it. But Raymond's school, he was the first one I interviewed on a Facebook Live after I had worked with Rayhan. Rayhan and I worked together for, I don't know, a little while. And he said, why don't I get somebody to interview you? And I said, sure. And so Raymond interviewed me. Now, Raymond kept coming back to me and saying, we need money. And I said, well, I can't give money, but I can give time, right? So I can give my ideas. So this is kind of what happened. It happened that I gave ideas around all of the different areas. Now, out of my first master's on sustainability and for the 21st century came my idea. I was a nurse. I became a nurse, an RN. I'm a registered nurse. And I was so upset at how the elders were treated. And I got really sad about what is going on with our elders and why aren't we really looking at elder care as a powerful relationship, you know? Why aren't people in America caring for their elders all the way through? And I got really, I don't know, I started an organization called Humanitera, People of the Earth. And I really believed that the 4 pillars at that point were really important, but healthcare was my focus. So healthcare came really strong, and I started working on this, and I traveled around. I started a TV show called Table Talk Health. I started, all different things about healthcare. And then Rayhan comes along, and I recoined my name. Abdul's back on. He's having technical problems. So let's get him back on stage here. Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Good.
Because my mobile is a very heat up, so then I not hear you.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
leave a few minutes. So after that,
Thank
now
you
it's the food.
thank you for
Yeah.
taking the time. Thank you for taking the time. So anyway, Raymond, really needed a lot of support, and I recoined the name Torch in 2015, the Organization for Realizing Change in Healthcare. So I had the H as a healthcare. And then after working with Rayhan and working with my global community, I had worked a lot with Bob Proctor. I did quite a few courses with Bob Proctor. Do you guys know Bob Proctor? No?
I don't know.
Okay, so his movie is called The Secret. The Secret. So you should watch The Secret. Yeah. Watch The Secret.
Secret the movie.
No,
That is about the law of attraction.
Yes. Yes. Bob Proctor's movie. Bob Proctor's movie. And so he and Lisa Nichols, I was on stage with Lisa Nichols on part of the women's organization. I was a part of a women's organization for about 25,000 women across America. Okay. And so I was really getting engaged with a lot of people. And when I got involved with Bob Proctor, I said, I want to work globally because my home was filled with people from all over the world. I took care of cancer patients from France, from Netherlands, from America, and I think we had people, Japan. So these weren't all cancer patients, but we took care of serious cancer patients. We had people that were homeless, and they lived with my son Adam and Brianna, Theodore, and Emily. I had 4 children at that time. We had leased a golf course. My husband was a golf pro. So we leased a golf course, and we were going to buy it. And it ended up that the leasing on the property, we could never buy it because they didn't have a clear deed. So here was our 40-acre. It was a par 3 golf course, and we couldn't buy it. And it was so hard for me, but it was near the Kushi Institute, near Kripalu Yoga Center, and near the Sufi abode. So the Sufis, I had spent, prior to this farm, I had spent a lot of time with the Sufis. So I was involved and spent a whole summer at the Sufi abode. I spent a whole summer, I worked with Kripalu Yoga Center. I trained the largest kitchen in North America in natural cuisine. So I was training colleges. So I trained about 6 colleges in natural cuisine. So my business took off Kiraku, Kirku, and it got named by a man from Japan. And his name is Hatano, Takeshi Hatano. And I had been working in macrobiotics and teaching and developing. And since I was in 1987, I found macrobiotics. So it's been a really beautiful life. And when I became a nurse and then it changed to the torch, life just had lived from a global community. So when I said to myself, I want to work globally because my dream was big, all of a sudden Rayhan shows up. I just put it out there. And my team with me, there were 3 of us, and every morning we did work with Bob, and every morning you're supposed to meet and brainstorm together for a half hour. You read prayers together, you kind of engage each other. We should do that with the church family, because it would really be good to give each other's dream really powerfully, because then we'll get to know each other. But we spent 30 minutes as cohorts together. And every morning I said, I want to work globally. I want to work globally. And 3 weeks later, Rayhan shows up. And it was so powerful, because here I had this global community starting with Rayhan. And this is our school. So I'm going to stop talking. Abdul, do you want to talk about Raymat for a minute? Talk about Raymat. I wish Raymat was here and he could talk about himself. But hopefully he'll get on here one of these days. What do you know about Raymat?
Yes, he's my Facebook friend nowadays. So when I worked with Rehan Allahwala, so Rehan Allahwala said me you go Chaman and meet Rahmat. So I was go there and meet Rahmat. I spent 10 days his school, and we are sleep on the land, and no bed, no something. But it is a natural for me, because I live in poor family, so it is not big for me. So he have I think when and was I think 4 to 5 teachers and children. So they give educations Arabic, Quran Sharif, and English and something. In Pakistani schools, same education is given. But he when was I look in there solar panels and good fan. So this is the school is amazing, and he's working for children, and he's taking fee little bit, not a big fee, a little bit is taking fee. And he's also doing charity, he's give the food to poor people, and every day I think he gave the lunch and breakfast to kids, his school's students. So every day he's a gift, but he's doing a good job. So I appreciate to Rehmat. After 10 days, I will back and live in Koita. I think I gave the 2 and 3 session in the other institutes. So where is the meet me good friends? I
You
forget
have to
name.
take
His
me there.
yes,
You have to take me there.
yeah.
Can you take me there when I come? Can you
No.
take me to Chaman? Can you take me there next time I come?
Do you want?
I want you to take me to Chaman next time I come to Pakistan.
Okay. So when you will come in Pakistan, I will go with you and visit to Chaman. But this Chaman is the borderline Pakistan and Afghanistan. So there is a very security problems. So when was we go Bhutan and we go, so this is a not platform, so I can't share
Yeah.
something stories.
What about me?
Yes.
Can I visit that?
What did you say, Mariam?
Can I visit that? I'm asking
Yes.
to Abdul Fateh,
Yeah.
because he said that border area and there are a lot of restrictions and all. So that is the restriction for the foreigners, or that is the restriction for the local people as well. Can I go there, or I will also face the problems? What is the scenario?
Can you hear Miriam? Abdul?
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, Miriam is asking, can she go there without restrictions? I know the last time I was in Pakistan, if anybody's new here, when I was in Pakistan, everybody said, no, you can't go. So,
Because Chaman is a difficult area. I understand, but nowadays I feel that it is not.
it's getting better. I think it's getting better.
It's getting better.
Yeah, it's getting better. I wasn't even supposed to go to Peshawar. And I was at Haji Khan Faroch's family house. And everybody said, no, you can't go to Swabi. And Haji Khan said, you come to my family. So we got in the car and I went to Swabi. Then Hamad Safi found out I was in Swabi. He said, you have to come and come with me. You should not be in Swabi alone. And I'm like, okay. So I went to Swabi, and then Hamad Safi picked me up in his car and took me to Peshawar. So I ended up going to Peshawar and speaking at the Ummah school, which is an amazing school. And also seeing Hamad Safi's college. Now he's moved to Islamabad. His college is in Islamabad. So again, I think Hamad Safi will take us. If maybe Abdul and I can go, maybe Hamad Safi can take us, Abdul, and maybe Miriam. Maybe if we have security around us, we can go.
Yeah.
We have to look at what this is why there's a presence of our pilot programs in Pakistan. If everybody knows, we're in 9 countries, and we really only worked with Pakistan as our pilot. And it's happened that I am part of Pakistan now. It's my home, it's my heart. I love Pakistan. I've been learning about Pakistan, and I'll share a couple stories about Pakistan with Abdul in a few minutes. But let's show you Raymat's school and what he did. He had about 100 orphans when I started working with him. He had no doors on his rooms. He had nothing in the playground. So you're going to see plants and seeds. And I'm hoping, Abdul, I asked he and Gufran to get pictures from what we had done already and videos. And so it's hard to gather information. Once you do all these Facebook Lives, I have 3.5 years of information for Torch Family. So today I'll share a little bit while you guys are online. I'll share a little bit as best I can, but this is one of the things I'll share. I'm going to take it down because Abdul and Gufran made this movie. And I want to give honor to Gufran and Abdul.
Hello friends, I would like to show you our school. This is our school signboard. Inside of our school, friends, this is a solar school. You can see our solar. This is all beautiful. You can see the flowers. It's a green school. We would like to show you the computer lab. Hello teacher. Yes, this is the computer lab. You can see all the kids are learning different programs. So, hello Isanda, what are you doing?
I'm learning topics from
Yes. What would you like to say about Taj family?
Long live Taj family.
Hello. Yes. What would you like to?
Thank you, Mama Line for seeds.
Yes, Mr. Hussain.
Mama Line, you are so kind.
Always support you and the Taj family, and we are proud to be working with you and also working under your leadership. Thank you so much.
So there we are. You know, I asked Abdul, can you get Raymond to make a movie? And I didn't want recognition. I just wanted them to show what they've done. This is a person that went into action. This is a person that took ideas and went into action. And I think this is such a powerful gift for all of us. So our goal for Torch Family is to really engage them as a pilot school for all of our communities, you know, and that pilot school gets paid and they get really recognition for what they've done out of a school that is in a rural area in Pakistan that needs money, that needs support, and really engage. So Torch Seeds came out of that program. We started creating, my daughter was 15 and the kids there were 15. So they started talking to each other. And every night it was like this spark. My daughter was like, oh, they're on. So she would come running and they would come running and they would talk to each other. It was like this boy girl, like they were interested in each other. And I said, kids from other countries need to talk to kids from other countries.
Yeah.
This is the bottom line. And Miriam, what do you think about that? Like, what do you think like kids in Pakistan could learn from American, and what could America learn from Pakistan? What do you think?
They could learn so many things, and in fact by this live sessions children are learning with each other, because I think I have done some of the shows with the children. They belong to America or Chicago or New York and all, and I brought them together with the Pakistani kids, and they talk with each other, and they really interacted very greatly, or they learned so many things, because many of the vocabulary, the ideas, the culture, the play, they are different, and they learn from each other. So that was so beautiful, and
Yay!
it was great.
So now I
And
have
they
a
were
platform
interviewed-
for you. I have a platform. Go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I got excited. Go ahead, please.
So even we can ask. I have this idea that we should start a show with different children from different countries. We will bring in on a platform and ask some question, common question, that what do they believe about, like how do they feel play in their country, in for example, if the child is from United States, so how do they believe on play, what kind of play they play, and Pakistani children, how what kind of play they play, and they can share together, and they can teach them to each other that each other's play, so that cultural play, so that they can more orient to each other's culture. And same as many of the common things are we can share, and we can ask to share children, that they can come and they can share with each other, and by this mean they can learn more, and they can they will be more adaptable, and as the children are so flexible, they can absorb everything, anything. So I think when we will give them a platform to interact with each other, they can absorb the diversity easily, and they will be they will be a better human being when they will in their later life, because they have this capacity to accept the diversity, to accept the differences, and to respect others by this mean.
This is our teacher, Abdul. We need to listen. She is our teacher for Torch Family now. Okay. We're going to follow her lead. So, I really want you to really take charge of Torch Academy with me
Sure,
and
sure.
Abdul and anyone with Raymat. We have Raymat. We have, but last week we got involved with the Academy and what program we can use. So we have a platform now. So I will get on there and I will get you engaged and we can build that out. But I really need your help this week if possible. Because good. So the 27th through the 29th, we're going to be displaying. And Abdul, I need you as well. So we're going to be working on this. And so the Torch Academy is going to be a place where kids can connect to kids. And we've got an app builder. And so what my main focus in this last year has been about raising funds and creating funds and developing funds. And we're almost there. I can't say that we're there, but we are almost there. We're very close. One of the things that came through Earth Day was my son came together and he brought an amazing platform, and I'm very excited about it. Maybe we can share that for a minute. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay, okay.
Share Adams. Let's share Adams. Can you? Oh, you can't share it. Okay, hang on. Let's do the pitch for a minute. Let's show what the torch is first. I'm going to share what we need a pitch. We're looking for equity partners. We're looking for good VCs. We're looking for people that really want to take part in the Torch family. We have quite a few, and we're working on this, and the development has been very, very special. So hang on. I'm sharing my screen again. Tell me when you can see the screen.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, let me see. Slideshow. Start. So this is the Torch Seeds. Hera Alal, he's out of Karachi, made this beautiful logo. I had drawn some of this little picture of rosemary. So I'm collecting rosemary seeds. And rosemary can grow many different places. Rosemary is a beautiful plant. It's really good scent. It's got really good properties. And so rosemary will be one of the torch seeds in our packets. But Torch Seeds, the Organization for Realizing Change in Humanity, the H was health, and now it's humanity, right? So we're looking at a much larger platform. The Torch Seeds program came out of Raymond School. And we're creating a new generation of education. Just like Miriam said, I had told her we're connecting kids to kids. And our beautiful friend Fatima Aziz said, you have to talk to Miriam, and Miriam has to be part of the Torch. So this is how it goes. It's a spiralarity. We are spiraling from ourselves. So Fatima came in and said, Mama Lynn, I want to be part of eco-inspired living, and I really am excited about the environment for the kids. And she's a teacher as well. So Fatima is a teacher, Miriam's a teacher. And then we have our wonderful friend Ali that came in, Ali Raza. And he's an amazing videographer. So I'm hoping he'll join us with small projects on videos for us, like small snippets, so that Abdul and Gufran and people that are working with us, can really take those and put them into action. So what my heart comes from in this whole journey is that we have a platform. We have a group of social entrepreneurs who are united internationally and currently in the Torch platform in 9 countries so far. So this is Fazil. He is actually, I've asked him to be a spiritual director in Pakistan for us to oversee. We're taking a vote of people that have been nominated, mostly by me, but I've been nominating people to really take part. This last couple of weeks, I said the Torch family is going to be an international relationship, but it has to be overseen in different countries. This is Saeed Azimi here, and he actually brought us this first year to one of his schools. He's the director of schools, and he's an amazing director. And what happened is Torch all of a sudden became a much greater than Balochistan and Shaman. All of a sudden I was involved in Sindh. And this is in a Sindh school the first year I came in 2019, the first time in Pakistan. So we're a shared leadership platform building community, which I feel is very rich. Last week, this whole family idea was so sweet. Connecting across borders. Abdul and I talked about like arguing with each other and fighting with each other. And we're really like a family. We're really like, we can get angry, but we will always love each other. I'm not ever going to cross and never, you don't discard people in our lives. And I think that's what we have to really stand for. But we have to be honest and helpful to each other to build a quality social education for humanity. So it's a big dream. It's a dream that I won't be able to accomplish myself, and no one on the team most likely in their lifetime might not be able to, but we're going to work hard to create it so that kids don't have to live in an unhealthy war place, an unhealthy toxic place. They can have health without heart disease and diabetes. These are diseases that can be helped with food, and technology can help us bridge the social gaps of learning, like Miriam just said. We can learn from each other and really start taking charge of a humanity that we are so excited about. Like, every day for me, I wake up and said, okay, where's the Torch family going today? And something happens and I'm like, okay, God, show me where you want me to go. And I follow the lead. I listen and I follow the lead. I don't know any given day what I'm up to. This is how I live my life. I try to keep it very, very simple. I'm a nurse and I got really sick over the holiday, but this is one of Fata's beautiful his you want to share about this, how you made this, Fata? Can you show? Abdul, can you hear me? I don't know.
I can hear you, but I
Abdul,
think so.
can you share? Anyway, this is our mission. I think he can't hear us again. So I said to him, let's make four pillar little things for our Earth Day event. So we did torch environment. This was for our torch environment. Simple actions for global change is our mission. So every single person that's involved can take a simple action. And I'm hoping we will get that more organized so that we can have a flash on our, my goal is to have a flash on the Torch family to say what action Abdul took, what action Miriam already took an action, and she's connecting kids to kids on a platform. I mean, this is huge, Miriam. This is huge that you took that action. You took that idea of mine and you went into action. I'm really, really impressed with that, because I think, this is our key for ideas and actions of impact. How do we impact our lives? How do we bring each other to live a better place? This isn't about competition. This isn't about making money. This is about engaging the world in a way that we work together. So this is Raymond. Here's our beautiful Raymond, the pilot school. This is the man that the movie was about. And all of the kids, when they first started planting seeds, he was so excited. He said, Mama Lynn, look what I did. And I was crying this day. I was literally crying. I said, oh my gosh, you did it. He took action and he took the ideas that I gave and he went towards, really developing this out. So I just really see this as a huge win for the Torch family and how we engaged. And this was 3 years ago that this picture came, 3 years ago. When we went the second time, we saw a lot of education issues. So the education system is not bringing about a sustainability in the world. We all know that. We're not working practical. We're not bringing the curiosity of children out. We're just giving them knowledge. You're going to learn math. You're going to learn history. You're going to learn chemistry. You're going to learn this. We don't look at the kids to say, what do you want to learn? And I think one of the biggest issues in education is this. How will we ask our children? How will we ask the children? So the mission for Torch is simple action for global change, like I said. And we took trees and we planted trees. And this was Saeed Azimi's idea. We'll plant 8 trees and we'll put them, and really show what the school's doing. We'll spark the light in the children and we'll really develop. Well, what happened here was that the playground had garbage on it. So what I did was I started looking at this and I said, okay, before we plant these beautiful trees, we're going to go run around the playground. And we turned it into a game. And all the teachers, all the people on the playground ran around the school with me, every single one, all the multi-generational. And that's what the Torch family was. We had 5 kids that came forward and said, we want to be part of the Torch family. And Taqwa Ahmed is really the president of Torch Youth in Pakistan. And Taqwa Ahmed is at the forefront. She's had health issues for over a year, and we want to continue to pray for her. She said health issues her whole life. I honor her parents. And Wahid and Riswana, for the first year and a half of Torch Family, they took this very serious. They said, how do we bring people in that are qualified? How do we bring people in to really say that this is serious? Like, our education platform is a serious platform. Our education platform is a platform for people that take education seriously. And they really wanted to, and Takwa was the one that coined the Torch Family. She was with Shawaz Baloch. Shawaz Baloch is our Pakistan manager. He will be doing all the business management for us in Pakistan. Because I don't live in Pakistan. I can only do projects here in the United States. And I've been working on that a lot. So when I start looking at, Pakistan, it has to have its own entity. Haji Khan Faroch rode his bike all the way to Karachi from Swabi and all the way back. And this gentleman is working for peace. And this is an amazing journey. And he will be teaching in the schools for peace. So all of the people, Abdul, can you hear me now?
It was not here.
Oh, he's not. Okay, shucks. Okay, so anyway, we brought beautiful gardens. We brought beautiful color. We talked about the kids picking up everything together and putting participation to put the puzzle pieces together. So this is another school that cropped up. This is our school in the northern region. And they made these signs. And on the motorcycle of the teacher, he has torch. And they're making a huge impact on just engaging children. So this school, again, needs to be funded. And on Torch Seeds, you can donate to us. You can create ideas. This school is amazing, and I can't wait. I'm definitely going to visit this school when I come in October. And the awareness of this school really brought about another way of how to sustain and promote interfaith and create understanding of, children around the world.
And where this school is?
I will share you the town. I have to get Mohammed Khalil. I'm really asking him to come on, but it's hard because of internet issues, right?
Mhm.
So I will try to continue.
In which province it is?
He's
Sindh
in
or-
he's in Punjab, not Punjab. He's in what's KPK?
Okay.
Yeah, I believe he's KPK. So it's a very poor school. They need our support. They need our engagement. And so you and I need to work on this, Miriam.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a global education. I'm so excited to show you the platform, Miriam, because you're going to be thrilled. So this is Haji Khan. This is our first Torch Peace program. This was July 16th, 2019. Sorry, 2018. Yeah, this is our third year. 2018, Haji Khan rode his bike on July 16th. And that was my birthday and Taqwa Ahmed's birthday.
Oh.
And we didn't even know it was our birthdays. And then we said, we have to celebrate. And Haji Khan said, let's ride our bikes. And I said, okay, let's ride our bikes. So we all rode our bikes. And Haji Khan lit the torch that day. So really, this was our official in Pakistan. I have to say, July 16th. This is our third anniversary. This was the official spark, very deeply engaging us to say, we're going to do this. We're going to spark the light for humanity. So Haji Khan, again, took action. He took action to really engage us. And I give deep honor. So where we have grown, we have 43 adults in 9 countries, 65,000 people in Pakistan, Africa, USA, over 600 schools. And these schools, we're building the curriculum. We have books that we're creating. We have, I'm sorry, my voice. I'm going to get a drink of water.
Yeah.
So the school in Chakwal called me. I visited them in 2019. This was our first farm school. And Amir has been with me since the beginning, and I want to honor him a lot greater. Our Torch Seeds program our platform needs to get more pictures. He sent me a lot of pictures. We just don't have them on yet, but you will see the Chalkwell School. He has festivals there and all kinds of amazing programs that he's already doing. But the organic farm is actually using genetically modified seeds. So we're rebuilding the school to create a new system of heirloom seeds. Okay. He and his family are doing this. The one in Chitral is actually completely clean and it's a clean school. So we decided to do Torch Seeds out of this school. And this is our school that's donated land to us to build seeds. The seed company that can go across borders, we are really important to educate so many different ideas. So I educated universities, businesses, work in the UN has really been happening in the non-GMO and heirloom seeds. So I'm working with the UN here locally. I was working with a couple of different programs on sustainable development goals, but they're private entities. So this is a different platform than the actual UN, but they're working on this. And so bringing heirloom seeds and really developing this is important. Developing our ideas out to take our ideas. The second year, Haji Khan rode his bike with this flag and he built this flag. And I think I sent you the flag, Miriam. Did I not?
Yeah.
So that was, Can you put that up on the slide after we get done here?
Okay.
That would be great. You can get that ready. And this is our, the Torch Seeds will go in a bag like this. So it will put people to work in Pakistan. Jobs are needed in Pakistan. We need to build factories for the organic food. We have to build factories for development. I mean, all of this came out of me working in Pakistan because one of my first goals was to bring the organic food movement to Pakistan so that we can really develop this out so that the people of Pakistan. Kazrat Rai is a very big part of our Torch family, and he is huge in our support system. And I highly recommend getting to know both Haji Khan and him because they're our peace development. This is Khalil, the teacher of the school that you saw with the kids, and he has his torch emblem on his motorcycle. So we really want to get him some funding. So please help us and please donate. Most of the funding right now is going towards building, and we're building platforms. Torch Seed comes with a curriculum of joy, lighting the spark for each person and every person, witnessing the deep light, creating local systems of change, and shared witness. The same with our mission is simple actions for global change. If we create local systems, we can develop a strong educational platform. But that education can go out and it can integrate the 4 pillars. And what we're doing is getting the kids engaged. So on Earth Day, when Miriam came and joined us, the Torch pledged 10 million seeds to 1 million children. We are going to do it, Miriam. We've got to get this engaged. I'm talking to my son. We're talking to both Balochistan, Chitral farm. We've had meetings this week in Chitral and Shawaz Baloch, and we're meeting on getting all of the packets connected. So we're definitely getting things activated. And Miriam, I really am excited about what's happening here. So I'll share that offline. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
So the business structure is a fiscal sponsor, NGO, and also LLC. Torch Seeds brings awareness to peace, health, environment, and technology. So this is a platform. This is a singing tree. We brought the 85th peace tree to Pakistan for the Singing Tree Project this last year in 2020. So this was 2020 in my trip. And the children danced around this and it was amazing. This is a mango tree, which is known in Pakistan. The blanket around this tree, the woman I told, you have to put a adrak around the tree. And she said, what is an adrak? So I taught her all about adrak. And I was learned by one of our Torch members, Saif G, and I want to give a shout out to the children. Again, he's Torch Youth. He's a peace promoter. He's on the Torch family. And he literally taught me all about the adrak. It's the first cloth printed. And so when we printed the Torch family, Haji Khan made it by a screen, a very traditional way of putting a printed picture of the Torch family flag, he did a very traditional way, and I'll show you the print. It's amazing. It's quite amazing. And this is me with Hamad Safi at UMA. I lectured at UMA up in Peshawar. And this was an amazing, this is a school that I would say is at the forefront of, sustainability in Pakistan. They've done tremendous work for orphans. It's only orphans that go to this school from grade 1 all the way up to through high school. And it's an amazing school. I got to speak to the older students, and we're still waiting for these pictures and these, I did not take pictures here, but Hamad Safi has all of our pictures and all of my videos. So we're still waiting. This is 2 years ago. So we're still waiting for these pictures to come back to the Torch family, but we'll get there. And then what we're seeking is enthusiastic and equity partners in the Torch family. We're looking for VC angel funding and loans to create a sustainable education for all, and no greater time than now to connect the world through education. Our current need is funding for purchasing our fencing in Chitral. We're building a mud wall, which is very exciting. So we're going to put local people to work again. All of it is about a sustainable project. So Torch Farms to grow seeds is really exciting. We need education books and funding for books. So Chakwal, we need the education school and farm school to have their own books. So we want to donate to Chakwal and Chitral to be able to create this. We need to buy a lot of seeds. We already have Aspect. We have about 7,000 acres out of the Lahore area, the Punjab area. In the early years, we started working. The first year I came, we met with farmers from this area. And we met, and I have a clip from there. And when we build the Torch family website, which we're doing right now, you'll learn a lot more about this. The first year was tremendously exciting to me because we got about 100 acres donated in that area. But that area has a lot of, I think it's about an hour away from Lahore, or maybe 2 hours from Lahore. And one of our members owns a biodiesel factory there in Lahore. And he is already doing renewable energy. And they really want to build the warehouse with us in Pakistan. So if we have investors for a warehouse, we will totally engage in this. So when I come in October, we'll be putting these type works together, and so that the local community can really start building this platform for the Torch. So please support Torch Seeds Project. We're up and running now. And here I am with the children. This is one of the administrators at the school. This is our second year at this school. This is where the trees were planted. And I have to say the trees were not there when I went back, Miriam. So this is part of our process. We have to engage students, but we have to teach them how to take care, and the administrators how to take care, right? Yeah. So, the kids were so excited to see me, and, to come back somewhere for 2 years in a row, you can see the joy in all of us. We had so much fun. The teacher said, you can't get them. They were all sitting nicely, and I had them all get up, and they almost pushed me over. They were so out of hand. And but we had so much fun, and we danced, and they performed, and they've come a long way. The garbage is all picked up in the playground. They've come a tremendous amount since we first went there. So they have a huge big canopy over their school, but right beside this school is actually a slaughterhouse. So the idea of flies and bugs, and this is one of the areas that Pakistan, I think we can really start looking at. How do we help move some of the meat factories out of the main villages where the kids are, and create a meat factory a little bit away from schools and away from the children. I think this is one of the areas that could be worked on. You should visit this school, Miriam. It's right in your town.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll get you and the administrator together. Yeah. Okay, and then we can work on the playground again, because they would love us. They have a computer lab now this year. and they have the canopy over this playground so they can have outdoor sessions out here. They have a stage. I mean, it's a really beautiful start. When I was there this year, they needed a janitor. They didn't have a janitor. So there's so much funding needed and so much need. And then this is Saeed Azimi in a classroom. This was a 10th grade, and this was where our first torch seeds came from. And again, on our website, you can see this video. And in the background, do you see this earth? It says peace, health, environment, and technology. So I'd go into the classroom, and I wish Abdul was here, but every classroom, he's the one that took this video. This was a chemistry class. And so I worked with them on these 4 subjects in chemistry. So I worked on how do we bring chemistry together with peace? How do we bring chemistry together with health? How do we create environment and tech? And how do we do that with growing seeds? And so what we did, we passed out this year, the first year, I only brought about 100 packets, and I sent them up to the Balochistan school. The second year, we brought about 200. And let's see, we had bags the second year. So we had our own bags, and we brought about 250 bags of seeds. My daughter filled them with me, and I was so excited to come. And it was just a really crazy time. But if you're interested in funding for us, I can show you what we've done. I can show you the financials. I can show you the funding sources and the packaging and all that we've been doing. We have a really great opportunity to build this awareness. So that's our need right now. That's our need. So go ahead, Miriam. What are you thinking?
So, well, if I have a question, if the other schools, these all are schools, these are your pilot projects, right? So, as you have, many of them are the schools that are for the orphans. So, if any other school want to adopt your idea and
Yes.
want to work with you, so what is the way to connect with you and how they can work with you?
Yeah, Fatima Aziz's sister, Kusar, I lectured at her school, at
Yeah.
Hira School. So she and I already have been working. She wants to do the Torch Seeds program. So I'm totally engaged with all the private and public. I think what needs to happen is funding needs to come. So when we went this year, we tried to get funding. Sorry, not funding. We didn't do that. When we came to Pakistan this year, we wanted Torch to land in Pakistan. I already had the nonprofit when I came. So I had a nonprofit from the United States. I didn't want to be another United States nonprofit coming into Pakistan. I didn't want to do that. So I wanted Pakistan to create that for themselves. I don't want to do Balochistan. I mean, I don't want to do Bangladesh. I don't want to do any other country. I just live here, right? But our ideas are connected with each other through kids. But each country has to have their own platform. And Torch Academy now has the way to do this. And I'm so excited. You're going to love this platform. So I'm very excited about it. I feel very blessed and engaged about it. I think when we start looking at my visit, I went to probably, over the last 2 years, we've probably visited maybe 15 schools. We visited Army schools. And also the Army schools are a whole different thing than the poor schools, right? So very different. So this whole idea has to bridge both ways. There's a lot of different areas that I don't know where you will make a difference in this. Fatima and you should really take charge of this Torch Academy in Pakistan.
Yeah, sure, we will.
And I think Saeed Azimi would be glad to have you work with him. There's a couple of other women that are engaged already with me building the curriculum. We've been building the curriculum now. And so I'll engage you with them. What we need to do now is get it grounded in the way that Pakistan needs to get grounded. It's hard because Pakistan doesn't have organic standards. It doesn't have hygiene standards, right? So out of our health program, we'll be teaching cooking classes, which will help with that. And when I worked in the agriculture, we have a lot of cooking teachers from all over the world. So we'll try to bring them in as our teachers. Okay. And one of the women next week is an amazing teacher, and hopefully she'll take this on with us. So come on our show, our Green Home show next Saturday, and you'll meet her. But she's an amazing cooking teacher. I taught cooking for years. I can teach cooking as well online. And, my forte is not to run business. We're still looking for our main CEO for the Torch family. We need a set person that will overall bring the structure. That I'm not, it's a powerful thing to run something like this, and we've grown organically. And I put an advisory board together, and we're going to take a vote between July 5th and July 11th. And we're going to announce all of our board leaders and all of our advisors. And I made a huge list. And I think you might have seen that list. And you can go on that list as our main teacher to run the Teacher Academy if you want. The engagement needs to come from a humanity idea. The platform itself will be like a bar association. Do you know about the Bar Association for Law?
Yeah.
Okay. So for law, the Bar
I have that,
Association.
yeah.
Yeah, good. You want to share it? Oh, you have an idea. Okay. So the Bar Association is lawyers. There's lawyers all over the place in America. Okay. Bar Association, everybody commits to the Bar Association because it's an actual it's an actual place where logistics can be connected to, right? So all of them have a legal bond to be part of the Bar Association. So this lawyer, that lawyer, that lawyer, that lawyer. But for Torch Family, I'm kind of thinking the same thing. That the Torch family will be a root where we all connect and we bring ideas to each other and we bring new platforms together and new ways of making income as a group. So the Bar Association makes money themselves as a bar association. It has its own entity. But then everybody has to be supported. Like if I knew a lawyer that was a family law lawyer over in Florida, I could go to the Bar Association and find them. So it'll be the same idea. If you want to go to India and you want to find somebody working on peace issues, then the Torch family will have that listed on our platform. Okay? They will have listed, yeah. So this idea of bridging a powerful platform, for humanity, that it's not an easy idea. It'll take years, but if we can carry it's like the Olympic Games. And we have an amazing new Torch family member, and I'm not going to say her name, but she and I are working a lot. And once she takes the claim of the Torch, which I think she already did, she's going to go far with us as well. Okay? And she's out of Norway. So I think we will do a lot of different things. Okay? We're going to do a lot of things. Good, please. Good.
Your this Torch Academy will work only for children, or will it educate to adult as well?
Good question. Everyone. So the Torch family did not start with children. It started with all generation. It's a multi-generational platform.
Right.
So when you see the regular Torch family site, we had the Torch site up. I want people to know. And then it got taken down from somebody building it, and it never got renegotiated. So I've had a lot of tech issues, a tremendous amount of tech issues. People saying they'll do something and then they don't do something. So, I've been a student up until May 22nd. I graduated. And I've been building this as a student. And I think this is part of the issue, what I've done by myself has also come from ideas from the team. We've talked about this. We had a lot of good Facebook Lives the first year in 2017, 2018. That's how it got, it really grew in 2017, 2018. And it grew to the point where it was like, wow, this is so cool. We have to do this. And then I said that 2018, July 16th, was our first like groundedness of the Torch family. And if you can just like stand in that idea that we just like, it was amazing. It was really amazing what happened. And I think if you can really see how much organically, we have spirals on our fingers, we have spirals on our head. Every plant system has spiralic relationship. On the equator, the water goes down one way, half of the earth, and the other way, it goes counterclockwise, the other side of the earth. You have to look at this when you start looking at how things grow. So we're looking at a very natural way of formation. I don't want it to be another business. It's not what I want to build. I want it to build as a platform for a new model for humanity. A new model. I don't think we can be completely separate of business models because all of our legal structures right now are building. But hopefully we'll have somebody in the Torch family that's can really stand for the structure to be a new idea and bring it to legal structures to say, can we build new ways of thinking around business? Because you have to look at the heart of humanity. What I'll show you with the platform that we've got for us is so exciting. And I really need help because you're going to be able to bring brochures. We can build brochures this week. We can build so many things this week together. And then we can display and we can be open by next week. And it's very exciting. And then teachers that want to join us from anywhere in the world can join us on this online platform. We've been online for 3.5 years, and it's very exciting. And I think people are going to be really thrilled about what we're put together. So I think we're going to have a lot of fun. It has to be fun, and it has to be money coming to you, money coming to me, money coming to Fatima, money coming to Abdul, money coming to Gufran. The people that really want to engage as an entrepreneur, even though you have outside excitement, I'm wanting to build a group of people that are excited about what they do. I think the children, I want to witness our kids. And if they want to be peace promoters, then I want to support them. If they want to be environmentalists, I want to support them. If they want to work in technology, I want to support them. If they want to work in healthcare, I want to support them. So on the Torch, that's what's happened. Abdul Samin, Abdul Samin. He is a technology person. He wants to build technology. He came to me in Lahore last year. He said, Mama Lynn, without you, I wouldn't have 200,000 followers. Now he must have more. He's huge. And he said, without you and the Torch family, I couldn't have done it because we all supported him. We all engaged his life. And now he's bigger and he doesn't even come back to the Torch family. He's got to come back to the root one of these days and start looking. But he will be a teacher, hopefully, on our platform. And Hasnain, he's an environmentalist. He lives in an army school. He was part of Hamad Safi's school. And there were a lot of changes that happened. And now he's part of an army school. Mohammed Hasnain. He's one of the greatest speakers. He's so fun. And he's vibrant and he's impassioned and he's loves his life. He's so cute. His parents are so sweet. They wanted me to visit with them in Peshawar. I wasn't able to. So I think, that was hard because I was really sick the first year. So I couldn't visit them and I felt really bad. But, this is amazing. And then we've got Samid. He's doing SDGs. He does the SDG vlog. I mean, this boy is so huge. He wants healthcare. He wanted to be really engaged in health. And I said, let's do it. Let's go. And so I really want to support him on our platform. They will all have, hopefully, investment from other people to be free on all the platforms and teach freely. All the children that come in. Look at your beautiful Fatima Aziz's niece. Yeah, share a little bit about her. Share about her to everyone. So I stopped talking.
Mayrali is a super storyteller, and she tells the stories online. And nowadays, she's also interviewing people. And she's an amazing girl. She loves to sing. She loves to write poetry. She loves sports. She plays football. She does archery. She does horse riding, and she has cute ideas and brilliant ideas to express, and she want to do a lot of work. Whenever I have asked her that what you really want to do, she said, I want to do work. I want to do work. So that is the enthusiasm in her, that she is really very passionate to do something real in her life. So she's so brilliant. She's so brilliant and extempore, I must say,
Yeah,
and very very creative in her ideas, in her talk.
that is so cool. I want to learn Urdu so I can get to know all the kids better. It's one of my biggest longings right now, because all the kids coming out. I'm just seeing all the youth. I was at Stanford with youth out of a program out of Stanford 2 years ago, and the youth have so much to give right now. And it's really exciting to see kids worldwide that want to make a difference, like Greta Thunberg out of Sweden. There's going to be a huge impact. Kids are going to make the difference for the next generations. And if the Torch family can connect the youth, Takwa Ahmed, as the president of the youth, will take off and really show the positivity in life. That's her whole message, to be positive, to create positivity, to create positivity for the Torch family, to create positivity in the world, to create positivity for our peace promoters. You know, our peace promoters are all about positivity. Haji Khan Faroch and Kazrat Rai, you know, they are tremendously important. So those videos will go on our Torch family platform, but the academy itself, they'll be able to teach what they're doing for peace and hopefully aspire to all the children and get engaged so people can donate to them directly. The Torch Seeds, there's going to be an address for people to donate directly to Raymond School. He'll be the only school that people will donate directly, but he's our first pilot school. And I want him to be donated by us as a team, as well as people directly to him. And I think we need to have these type, you know, the firsts. We need people that are engaged in the Torch family and really get support, because
Yeah.
they're doing amazing work in the world, right? So when you
So
start looking at Fatima, she's got the first eco-inspired show in Pakistan. Okay, eco-inspired living show. She had an accident this last couple of weeks, so I've kind of letting her heal. But I think for me, you know, this woman has gone out and beyond her whole idea of what she wants to do. And I met her in Pakistan in January, and she brought a child to my lecture. And I believe it was her nephew. But I was so excited. Like, as soon as a child comes in the room, I don't care about any more adults. I want to see what that child's birthing is. You know, where they want to go. How can I help you? How can I serve you? How can I engage with you? I'm really excited to work with all of the kids. I get sparked by children. You know, I get sparked by
I
children.
also get sparked by children.
I am so sparked by children. Awesome. So we have the same dream there, right? We have the same dream. And many of the Torch family is, I mean, Haji Khan's all about the next generation as well. I mean, he's totally all about it. So let's go on Rayhan's platform right now. Let's end early. We've
But I have one more question.
Yes, go. Ask as many as you want. We don't have to.
As you said that you people are planning the curriculum for the academy.
Us.
Torch
We are planning. We are planning.
We are planning curriculum for the Torch Academy. So this curriculum will be in many languages, or will be
Yes.
just
No. Many languages. And this is what's so exciting. Yeah, we already have teachers of Urdu, teachers of Arabic that can join our team. Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, very exciting. So I want it in many languages. I want it in. You can pick the teachers you want.
okay.
Yeah. So, but the Torch family will only focus on the 4 pillars, right?
For books, yeah.
Peace,
I
health,
understand.
environment, technology. Okay. Those 4 pillars will be built out. So a chemistry teacher that comes in that wants to build chemistry and environment together, or chemistry and health classes together, it's going to come from this type of idea.
Yeah,
But
I
it's going
got the
to,
idea that it's a kind of integrated curriculum.
that's right. To build those 4 pillars, this is what the world needs right now.
Yeah.
We're not a traditional school. The beautiful gift is last year we found land, and we had an investor in Karachi to invest in a torch school because he believes in the idea so much. A private school with just torch ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So I think these type schools will crop up as well. Physical schools that children can go to. Okay. So we already
Yeah.
have an investor to have a school in Karachi. This is very exciting. We went out to the land. We met with all the investors. It's kind of a no-brainer, right? It's kind of a no-brainer. So we have to look at this as a serious relationship to the earth, you know? So I'm very excited about that.
I'm also very excited about it.
Good. All right. Well, let's get on the platform and show what we can do this week online.
Online,
And
okay.
I'll if you're up in the next hour at 10:30, maybe 10:30, we can jump
Mm-hmm.
back on together privately, and then I can share with you the platform.
Okay.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too. You're
Love you too.
beautiful. It's
Thank you.
it's not about us. It's about the universe of practical application. I hope you
Yeah.
watch Alex Jack.
Alex.
Yesterday he was on our show. Please go back
Mm-hmm.
and watch.
Okay,
He
I
and
will
I have
watch.
been together 32 years.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
I don't work beside him, but I did for a magazine called One Peaceful World. And he
Mm-hmm.
gives a lecture on COVID. And you can help understand a little bit more about universal principles, unifying principles that are based on Torch platform. The unifying principle is really all inclusive because the sun goes up and the sun goes down. We laugh and we cry.
Yeah.
You know, we we have a tree with big expansion, but the roots go way down that are contracted. The tree is very big, the roots go deeper, right? This is expansion, contraction.
This is.
This is natural order of life God gave us. If we can build a curriculum around this, um, we're going to use some ideas of a spiral. Um, do you know the chemistry, the elements, how they're in a box? Okay.
Yeah.
Our elements are going to go in a spiral from more expansive elements to more contracted elements. And so a spiralarity curriculum. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
So they're going to match what God gave us already. This is the idea. So the 4 pillars will match the greater understanding of universe, right? And I'm pretty excited that if you learn from him and then come on next Saturday and learn from Bettina. Bettina is an amazing teacher. She's from
I will try
Germany.
the Saturday show.
Yeah, she's. You can't come onto the show on Saturdays, but hopefully we'll engage with them a lot more. I'm praying. I was so excited he said yes. So hopefully we will have an engagement with these type
Sure.
teachers from around the world. Okay.
Sure. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So the gift is there's so many wonderful teachers. And everybody wants to teach, but if we can teach to a science that God gave us, the science of planting a seed for all of us, if we plant the seed within us and we listen well and we see what's actually coming up, how does a plant actually come up out of the earth? Right? We don't ask these questions.
Yeah, don't ask these questions. Even we do not bother to think about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But these are the deeper questions people need to ask,
Yeah.
you know? And so please watch. Alex brought together an idea that people are trying to kill the bats now from Wuhan because they think the bats created the COVID. The bats didn't create the COVID. They did not. Viruses have been around for generations after generations after generations. They've always transmuted in our bodies. What's
Yeah.
happened is our environment and the chemicals used and the smog and all the bats ate out of chemical food on Wuhan is one of the big chemical farming areas, and the bats ate from this, then infected other animals, and then infected, right? So
Humans.
the blood quality changed in within the body. That's why it's so hard to connect, and nobody wants to come. And I think Alex is going to be at the forefront of this science. You know, please watch. He's very very powerful to see. But the chemical
Definitely.
idea, the chemical, we've been working, Alex and I worked on GMO at my house. He came and lectured at my house in let me think, 1990. When was I back in it would have been, no, he would have come 2000, probably right around 2000. He came to my house and lectured on GMOs. But we were working on GMO rice. And yesterday he announced that we stopped the GMO rice from growing in California. So we don't have any genetically modified rice here in California at all. None.
Wow.
Yeah. And this is the rice growing country in America, you know. California is kind of like the state where rice grows. We have other states, but this was a huge win for us. But we did a lot of work. I worked on this for 2 years, genetically modified seed in 1997 to 2000. And what Alex had said to me back then, he said, I think if we look at sturdy plants that God already gave us versus man-made plants, man-made plants are going to fall before God. He really ended his talk with hope, you know. He has a lot of hope for humanity right now to come forward in a natural way, a natural lifestyle. And the Torch Academy can be a huge academy that I've been dreaming about for 20 plus years. And
Wow.
this dream has not ended. And it's been a long time coming, but it's a really important school. And I think it's dedicated to the next generations. And I think if you just came on, this is our 2 hour show. We've got 2 more shows. This is our third show. You can go back and listen to what the Torch family is. You can watch our shows. I've showed a couple of our ideas. I hope you ask us questions. I hope you come on to the show. All of you are welcome to come on the show and ask questions. I didn't put the post up today, but I wish you all a blessing. I really want to jump onto Rayhan right now because he's only going till
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
I bless you all and thank you all and hope that you all bring forward a deep,
Positivity.
yeah, there we go. Positivity. 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 All right. Happy birthday to Rayhan Alawala from this show.
Anala.
Yeah, from this show. And we keep moving and we keep growing and we keep engaging and we keep embracing each other's love. And may love win, right? May love win.
Love it. Amen.
Allah Hafiz. Thank you so much for coming. I'm so proud to have you.
Thank
I'm
you.
very grateful for your dedication.
By attending these shows, I am better understanding what the torch is.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.